Hello everyone, here I am again. I have, maybe this is the coolest video I've ever made. The simplest, most beautiful explanation for all I've tried to say and all that has not been heard. Something that could be explained basically to a child. And that is, I was given this vision, and it was the most, simple, clear, easy to see vision. There was a man standing in front of me, and he was talking to me, but I could not hear anything that he was saying. And as he was talking to me, it's like he turned into a wick, like a lamp wick. And then I saw next to him, he had a wife and kids, and they were all wicks. And I turned around, and there were two women, and they were both wicks. And I turned to the other side, and there was a group of men, and they were all wicks. Lamp wicks. And I was kind of pulled away from it all, and I was able to look at basically everyone. Like I saw all people, this whole generation, the whole human race, all as wicks, as lamp wicks. Every man, every woman, every child was a lamp wick. And then this big tongue of fire just licked across the top of all of them like a flash fire. And every single wick was on fire. And as fast as the fire traveled across from one wick to the next wick, and from the beginning to the end of all the wicks, they were all on fire like almost instantly, as this tongue of fire licked across the top of them. And then within just a second of them all being on fire, like the breath of God or a mighty wind blew across the top of them and blew them all right back out. And it was just nothing but like a sea of ash. Like all the wicks were vaporized, and there were no wicks left, except all the wicks with oil were still there. So the fire that came in lit every single wick on fire, but the ones that weren't protected by the oil were vaporized into just pure ash. And all the wicks that had oil, they were fine. They were in like mint condition. They were perfect. They weren't harmed at all. The oil protected those wicks, and all the rest of the wicks were just pure ash. It's pretty. See what I mean? You see, you need to get your oil. Everybody is a wick already. Everybody's a wick. You don't need a wick. You were born a wick. You are a wick. Here a wick, there a wick, everywhere a wick. Everybody's just a bunch of wicks. And if you don't have oil, you're not going to survive the coming fire. See? So don't be a wick without oil. Don't be that. Better hurry up and get your oil. Got a few days left to get your oil. And everyone with oil has an endless sea of oil, so you can give your oil away and not worry about running out of your oil. You can share your oil. I suggest you share your oil. All the wicks around you, they need to be oiled, or they won't survive the coming fire. And don't get too shook up over the ones that are incinerated, because they just wouldn't accept the oil. Let's move on. So yeah, that's what I saw. I saw this fire come in. All the wicks were on fire. This huge gust of wind came in, blew them all out, and all the wicks without oil were just ash gone. They were gone. They weren't there anymore. There was some ash, cloud of ash, and all the wicks that had oil were fine. All right, I love you guys. That's that.